says the FIFA Disciplinary Committee has imposed a 3-match ban on Cristiano Ronaldo following his direct card against Republic of Ireland. The first of the 3 matches was served against Armenia on the 16th of November of 2025. The serving of the 2 remaining matches has been suspended under a 1-year probation period. If Cristiano Ronaldo commits another infringement of a similar nature and gravity during the probationary period, the suspension set out in the disciplinary decision shall be deemed automatically revoked, and the 2 remaining matches must be served immediately at the next official matches of the Portuguese representative team. So basically, he served the 1-game suspension, the mandatory 1-game suspension for a red card against Armenia, the next game that Portugal had. However, they've deemed that it should be 3-match ban, but they have suspended those 2 remaining games, which just so happen to be the World Cup opening games for Portugal.
Yeah.
Go on, Robbo.
Is that a concern for you?
Is it a concern? Are they making rules just to suit the World Cup and him? It looks as though they are, because if they've given him if they think it's worth 3 games, it should be 3 games. The first 3 games that he's suspended for, and 2 of those would be the World Cup games.
What do you think of it?
If Gianni Infantino, who oversees the whole FIFA thing, and he'll say, I left this to the disciplinary committee, nonsense. If he had any shame, which he hasn't, because he'd sell his soul for money, wouldn't he? Let's be honest about it. He's already shown that with the Club World Cup and the extension of the amount of teams at the World Cup. They have made a mockery of their own disciplinary process here. A mockery, a complete sham, right? They've made and what they're saying to referees and officials are like, maybe you shouldn't send off the big stars. Maybe just keep it to the guys under the radar, and we don't have to brush it under the carpet. We don't have to have these problems. We don't want these issues because we want the big stars at these major tournaments. We don't want to discipline them, and it's all about the product. And at the end of the day, when have you ever known a player been sent off for violent conduct? I've never known that happen in a player getting any sort of probationary period. Unless I'm missing something, it's a 3-game ban, and that's it. You can't give somebody a 3-game ban and say, tell you what, you've served the ban, have 2 off, as long as you don't do it again. I mean, it has made a mockery of an organisation that, let's be honest about it, couldn't give a stuff, because they're making the rules up for themselves. If that had been any other player, Joe Bloggs playing for the Republic of Ireland, and they're going to be in the playoffs. But say the Republic had qualified automatically and one of their players had been sent off for doing something similar, he'd have got 3 games straight away, and that poor lad would have missed the World Cup, or the first couple of games in the World Cup. But for Cristiano, there's different rules. And if FIFA try and tell you anything different, then they're talking absolute nonsense.
And over when it happened, you understand, at the moment when it happened, I think if he looks back at the situation, he will look at himself too, that he got outsmart, because normally no one will get him like that. And he still got carried away and got himself carried away and then hit, I think it was O'Shea, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting he is one of the best players now. I mean, that's a different debate.
Absolutely.
And it's now a headache for Roberto Martinez.
But we do want to see Cristiano Ronaldo in the World Cup, in Portugal's games, don't we?
Do we?
I don't know, do we?
Well, have you not? I didn't like watching him play for Juventus when he was playing for Juventus, and that was a few years ago. I thought he messed up their team completely. So we all have different views on Ronaldo.
We've had this debate endlessly. I'm not going to go through it all again about whether he should play or whether Roberto Martinez has a stomach to drop him, and whether they're a better side without him. For a millionth time, I'm going to say the last 2 major tournaments that he has played, he has struggled. Fernando Santos benched him, and then he struggled in the last tournament, and I can't remember what Roberto Martinez did, but it wasn't very strong. So there is an argument anyway to say whether he should start for Portugal or not. But I want to see as many big stars playing at a World Cup as I can, and I think every football fan would want the same. But you cannot have one rule for the superstars and another rule for the rest, which is what FIFA have done here, and it's unacceptable.
The BBC are reporting that the fact it was the first red card in 226 international appearances was taken into account.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's like going down the street and killing somebody and then saying, I haven't done it before. It doesn't matter. Once you've committed that offence or that crime or whatever it is, you're punishable by that offence. So I don't know what the BBC are getting their nonsense from. They're a bunch of muppets anyway. You know what I mean? They'd let everybody play a bunch of woke nonsense. They'd let everybody play at the World Cup. I mean, at the end of the day, offences are punishable by the actions. And the action here, whether you're a Ronaldo fan or not, is violent conduct. And violent conduct is normally 3 games for players. If people can't accept that, they don't understand the laws of the game. They just don't.
Well, Portugal find themselves
He is going to play the World Cup.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
He's going to play the World Cup.
Because you know Roberto Martinez.
is never going to drop him.
Yeah,
Martinez never going to drop
No,
him.
I know that.
So I can tell you that straight away. He will play, and Martinez will not say a word to him. Believe me, the moment when we think that he should drop him, he will look at Martinez, only give him a look, like how you look at your parents and say, "Can I have that candy?" Don't worry, he will give him as much
and listen,
candy
he
wants.
may go to the World
Believe
Cup and
me.
score a bunch of goals. That may happen. However, the history will tell you that it didn't happen in the last 2, and I don't care how many goals he scored in Saudi Arabia. Robbo and I could go over there. Well,
Well, no, hang on. I've got a new knee, and your back's out of salt. So yeah.
I don't know where you're saying everybody wants to see Ronaldo at the World. What, are you some fan or something?
No, but you say everybody wants to see the big stars. He's a big star, isn't
Well,
he?
everybody wants to see the best players. Let me phrase it.
I want to see the best players, and if he's not the best player, I'm not saying he's not, but I don't want him just there because he's a superstar.
He's not anymore. He's
It's the same with Neymar. You know, I didn't like watching Neymar play when I don't think he was contributing, but he was picked every week and he was the big star, but he didn't contribute on most games that I saw.
OK, Portugal will find themselves in pot 1 because the World Cup pots have been announced by FIFA ahead of the draw taking place a week on Friday, December 5th. This is how things are looking in pot 1, where I said Portugal there. Scotland, pot 3, Craig.
Yeah, what pot? Potluck.
We will bring you the World Cup draw special on YouTube.
Does that mean Scotland are going to get a tough draw?
December 5th, probably so, yes. 12:30 Eastern on YouTube, and it's also available 4 Eastern on ESPN 2. We will find out who will be facing who in the upcoming World Cup.